Hello, good morning. Tom here, working on Carpoon. I've been working on a lot of the player, I want to say logging in, but just players joining the game. But I want to take a break today and work on the bridges in the Autoworks. It's an idea to have better sense of progression and level. And quick look first, though. We'll see the most played Steam demos in Next Fest. Kind of interesting. A lot of ones I didn't know about. This one I just did hear about. Raw Fury publishes that. Streets of Rogue 2, kind of like a Grand Theft Auto type game. Worshippers of Cthulhu. These are actually in order, unlike just a bunch of random numbers. But a lot of titles I didn't know about. Didn't know about Unrailed. Didn't know about Rift the Necrodancer. And the follow-up by... Trying to remember, but this is new and Windblown. Okay, yeah. The Dead Cells team's next game. So always kind of interesting to keep track of what trends are showing up. Sulphur I played. It's pretty almost cute looking first person shooter. That one's coming up pretty soon. A lot of times in Next Fest you have a game there and it's just before release. Kind of surprisingly though, no The Axis Unseen. That is out today. That's one I played last time. So I'll be in it later. And I thought it said Metroidvania. It's Mandragoria, the area. Turtles. Yeah, this was out on Switch. I played that already. So, and I think Apple Arcade. But yeah, something I remember from Ryan Clark's streams. He'd always check to see what's doing well and yell at Gary's mod. But something to keep track of. Okay, but now moving in the stream. Let's see. So, see how it works right now. I'm going to turn off these parallax layers that I was fiddling with. That might be something where its scope I don't have to worry about. We'll see if that stays off in the game. And so basically, I think this might be easier. This is a conveyor belt that pushes cars down to the lava. But if I take a quick screenshot, I wonder what I had before. Oh, just text. Okay. And managed to close Photoshop. Great. It was on the right for drawing. So I just want to add bridges that close over the gaps and maybe they're wire and they open up during the Autoworks as the waves go on, just to make it seem like the level is getting harder. I thought of level filling in, but that would actually be pretty hard to have trucks change their height. I think it's going to be a little bit easier if it's just a cover and it's like it toggles whether or not lava can hurt you. Maybe each one will be separate, of course, because I'll probably keep the center in place to drop cars in and work from there. Okay. Yeah, the plan. Have the gaps closed at first. Probably keep the jumps in and go over. Now, let's. I'm gonna have to. I'll show you a bit of what I was working on. Had many things set up. It's coming along. I'm kind of taking it step by step. See, I had to kind of remember all the different colors used and trying to keep the order, but at the same time resetting all that data at the start of a match so you get your regular truck order. And if I change my color, you know, it's going to save for the next round, but it's getting pretty close. I put a bunch of code above a bracket. Once I figured that out and some super long script, became easier. So, and trying to keep the order of the cars set. All that debug code I put in just a variable for now. Normally I have my I have another one that you just press a bunch of 2s and it shows up. That is already a bit busy. I didn't want to toggle stuff off, so I tried a new one. Okay. Thinking of bringing back the Thursday play stream. Just don't want to try to do too much where, you know, I kind of just end up being tired. Sometimes there's too much to focus on. I am aiming to update the Steam demo before the end of the month. So, I should have turned off the debug code. Okay, I'll do that next. So, here's the Autoworks. If you don't know, it's the last level in Carpoon. It's still a bit hard though, so having these bridges will make it easier. Thinking of the vertical ones, they open up first because that's the easiest to drop them on. And then these ones can drop later. And the benefit might be too that the CPUs, they do drive into lava sometimes. That'll be better. Oh, and I will turn down the volume. That's always a bit loud from the game in the stream. Let's see, am I the right? I forget if I changed what color I changed to, but okay, I didn't. Oh, I had to reset to the beginning. If I go back now, it should be yellow. Let's see. No, it crashes. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. So this is easy enough to remove all that debug stuff. We'll just say false wherever it is. I am finding control, like find all, just to be easier at this point than to remember where stuff is. I have to save that bug that was happening on reboots after, or when it resets. And I think one key is I can just try to draw like a solid bridge. Doesn't have to retract or not right away. Just see if that works to avoid lava, the lava effect. So, okay, aptly named real lava. Below all the effects. Yeah, it's solid lava. I'll just try to make note of that. Now, part of it is that the lava could have different steps. I could make it so the lava has like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Just write that down. So 3 phases. During these, I don't know, like every 2 waves. But probably for testing every wave. Move up a phase. I don't know. Retract bridge. And yeah, that's probably it. Okay. I'll say that this idea was spurred thanks to a play test with Antonio last week. Thank you, Antonio. He gave some good critical feedback that sometimes I know about. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's that's something I should be more aware of all the time, not just subconsciously. Or things I didn't think about. Like if you use a Switch Pro controller, the buttons don't match in Carpoon for that. So for a sense of progression in the Autoworks, while finishing out the waves, I wanted to get it going while the players login in problem is almost fixed. And yeah, this is the biggest task left in Carpoon. And of course, I don't have forever anymore. I think there's only this. Made the start button as a lever to pull across, and I updated the Volcarnage Island art. May finish off some of the fences in Park and Panic, and I can't just like making sure there's no major bugs like in 4K screens. Okay, I'll close a bunch of my previous tabs, which were handy, but I'll open them up again later. I find it always gets a bit hard to focus if too much is open. I had turned off Lava Steam at the time just to see what was causing an issue in the Autoworks, and it was something else. It was a memory leak on the conveyor belts. Okay, so for this, basically the phase on each object will have to probably be set in its creation code. Unless I set like a... No, even if I set a type or phase, it doesn't matter. It's all... I don't want to mess with too many objects. I could, have them inherit from each other, but I won't worry about that. Sometimes just putting it right here in creation code is a bit easier. Oh. That's also weird. You think it would create Steam? Fortunately, not that many objects here. Like, surprised this one isn't bigger. So the center ones, I don't have to touch those. They are supposed to be always on. I'll just modify these ones. That's cruel to put it way off to the side. Okay. One thing that I could do, although it's tempting just to have art over it, for now I could change the color. And it is possible to fade colors in and out. It's a bit easier when it's white, when it has no color, just to add color in. But I think we can see a difference. Okay, so we'll go here. I don't think it might be covered by a lot of stuff, like the lava mask and lava effect. That'll have to turn off later. Let's see what's on the lava mask. I could move up the layers. Where are you? Okay, the lava mask is mostly to draw a ripple around the player. So technically I'll have to change that too, which is funny because there's some overlap, so probably there's two ripples being drawn around the truck. You just don't notice it, or I didn't. I think these will also need a phase. Let's just see. Image blend. This should be pretty horrible looking and obvious. If we can see it. I'm guessing the mask will cover it. Yeah, these edges I think I had to remove some stuff to try to get the parallax effect in. I will have to put them back down. Well, let's see now if the lava mask has this, and I'll add in the GameMaker Live code, so I hopefully don't have to close and recompile every time. Grab that from the player. And during these phases, we'll just have to make it so during a collision detection check, it won't hurt the player or other cars during that time. I think that's in 2 different places. Now, famously with this, I would normally do all the art first, but talking to one of my art friends, come from art side, it's easy to want to do all that first. I'm really going to try to just do placeholder art and see how it goes, because that way I'm not spending like a ton of time in art only to find out it doesn't work. Keeping the art prototype and the sort of the game prototype separate. Well, I'll definitely change the color. I thought it was going to be sea blue, but that appears to be the ticket. So what I can do here now, I can maybe I'll just need to know the color orange that it's changing to. I can write that down. I can make the sprite white to start out, and I can have a default color of orange, but change it to some dark gray as a bridge at first. Ideally, in the end, I want to have a mesh over top. So yeah, if I want to mesh, it would be easier to add it in first, but then I think having the color change will make it more obvious, at least while making it, prototyping it to show up later. Okay. So there's our color. I'll just bring in Photoshop and we'll see. We'll see right now. I do feel a little left out with everyone playing Super Mario Jamboree. But I am trying to finish Dark Souls. It's so easy to bounce off stuff when something new comes out. It's harder to stick with something. probably will play. Oh man, what would I play next after it? I don't know, more UFO 50 or Echoes of Wisdom. Okay, what is this value? I think that one sometimes works, or RGB. I have it written down. Yeah. Sometimes I just write on paper here just because then I'm not toggling through the game. Although it's easier now with the mouse not being locked to the screen. Yeah, let's try it. That red must have been one I tried earlier. See, I've been trying to wake up between 6 and 7 every day, but it doesn't necessarily get easier to fall asleep earlier. I do find it catches up with me later in the week. The advantage of that, though, is that I find a lot of times it's hard to do creative stuff in the afternoon, so then I have more good working time throughout the day. Okay, some people always do exercise first in the morning, but I usually know I'll do that regardless later on in the day. So that's not as big of a concern for me. Okay. Oh, what? I think it's an O game. The list of players, and I create a list of player colors, and I create a color in there. That'll be easy to reference. Here we go. Okay, it was through RGB. probably I don't need a step event, but I can do it in the draw event to just change the color depending on what phase it's in at the time. And I could put it in the create event, but that's easy to forget about at times. Although it only happens once, might be... Oh yeah, but then it's different for each object. So yeah, I'll put it here. I'll do a switch statement. I don't think there'd be a huge difference between if else, but why not? So I could have every phase subtract by 1 until it gets to 0. That could be an easier way to cycle through them, especially. Doesn't matter too much. This will help show me if there's a huge issue in the code somewhere. If it's broken, it'll be green. Now, I don't think I set the lava mask. Yeah, I didn't set the phases differently here yet, so we'll do that. Okay, we'll see if that changes things. One issue will be the center. The Z depth will actually have to be higher, otherwise we won't see it. It'll be covered under the other things. Okay. Just making a note of that. Yeah, we see that already happening, and the easy thing about the mesh over it, like a mesh bridge or anything, is that it'll cover the lava waves without having to worry about clipping those. That's sometimes tougher. So obviously, I'm still getting hurt. The lava waterfall, that might... Yeah, with the mesh bridge, I won't even have to stop the lava waterfall. So that is kind of an ideal solution. Okay. So obviously we want to do that. So this is when it's lava. And we want to, yeah, so we had that. And we want it so it doesn't hurt players. We want no ripple effect. I think that we can get rid of. It's just in the create event. Now, yeah, I think the actual collision detection is in the cars themselves. Might be O vehicle. Let's see if I just don't have it opened up. Nope. But if I search for this, eventually somewhere it's going to be collision code with it. So this, I'll have to disable avoidance when cars are going by. That almost sounds easier to spawn lava over it. Like the tricky thing here will be if I have the gate open and let's say it's like that. It's going back. Technically, for a time, there's going to be this area in here that the player can get hurt at. So I almost need like an expanding zone. Or just say if the player is on lava but over a bridge, don't hurt the player. And then when the bridge finally retracts all the way, I can basically delete it, so it won't be a worry anymore. Okay, one problem here is that it's having a collision. It's just doesn't return the object though. Let's see if it does. Oh yeah, it does. There is some overlap. I might have to make it so the center, the top and bottom, like the top doesn't extend through the middle. I might have to have it so it's two pieces. Okay, so if it doesn't equal no one, we'll see if that works. I almost wonder if that's the right way to do it, because I might want to be checking for a bridge otherwise. But I guess whatever will make it easier for her testing. Oh, shouldn't be the same color. I'm gonna fix that later. He's stuck, but he can't die. Yeah, that works. Let's see, in the middle. It does get overwritten right now by the other ones. It's not detecting the actual lava underneath. It's going to make it hard for checking the waves later. So we can remove that ripple. I'll be back in a second, just getting a drink. I'm tempted to draw a quick little wire mesh here. Might have a pattern already. I think white was in the texture, so it's kind of built in. We'll just select all and delete it. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, it's too thick, but well, it's just for testing. It's not the final one. Kind of assume there'll be an alarm at some point to trigger an event. To find the right depth for it. Maybe this decal depth will work to be under the players and cars, but over the ground scenery. Oh, I wish I did that as a script. Oh well, that gets harder to update later. Like if I have to change that value in a few places, not so fun. I was way off on my guess. It's okay. It's like, in reality, it's going to be two of them like that. Here, I'll move them. What? GameMaker, let me choose multiple objects with shift. And then, you know, they'll be doing that. Now, I could continue on changing color, or I'll just see if the bridge works. I mean, that's a lot easier than making something that have multiple phases. Okay, where do you go? Is it a physics object? Nope. That's great. I don't have to make the bridge physics-based. Oh, the bridge. The depth will have to... It'll have to fit between the lava and the ground. It'll have to be sandwiched vertically in that space after. Right now, it's going to go above the ground when it retracts. That is not the most important thing. I can do that after. Hopefully the whole goal here is to get the prototype done before the end of this stream. Just to have like wave 1, 2, wave, so I guess 2 and 3, have it retract. We'll see how far. I know it can disappear easily. Having to actually move up in a different state, that might be a different story. Okay, so I called it O-wire bridge. And now we go back to lava. Instead of this, we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go... It's like a chicken and egg situation. If I guess checking the bridge first is a bit easier. All this stuff I can get rid of after. And here we'll go O-wire bridge. I'd like to... It'd be nice to see if the color changes. I think it'll be pretty obvious, so it won't die. And this covers trucks and cars, so let's see. Okay. What? I guess I stretched it out there. Oh well. Still dying. How about on the horizontal ones? Oh, psh. If I... That's dumb. If I had it so... I had the opposite of what I wanted in there. Hey, that's good. He's not dying. The one of the few... It's not scripted, but it's like a scripted event. Oh. Controller battery ran out. Okay, when I drive in here, okay, I'll have to undo the color and how far in off the bridge? Let me see. Oh yeah, it's pretty accurate. And I don't seem to be dying in the middle. I can't actually go up there. It's just for show. Yes, even Carpoon has invisible walls. I'll have to undo that. I'll have to drop him in the center. That car was to kind of teach the player inadvertently that cars can drop into lava. It's not, it happens kind of quick though. So We don't need those phases. No. It's good afternoon, Oscar. Yeah, I haven't seen that Masahiro Sakurai video just yet. I've seen parts of it. I saw that he spent, I think it was almost $600,000 US on his series because it was like 90 million yen. I'm like, well, even with the exchange rate, that's a lot. Let me do a quick conversion. And yeah, it's kind of neat how he filmed it all 2.5 years ago. But I'll be watching that later. It's like sometimes I like watching something while drawing. But with that, obviously I need subtitles. I could only catch some words from it. And yeah. So I'll be watching that later. It was also at 4 in the morning. I woke up at about 6. But yeah, the new game is exciting. Whatever it is, I'll be there for it. It's like, is it selfish to hope it's not Smash Brothers? So to try something else from him, even though Smash Brothers would help drive Nintendo's success. And so on Friday again, Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. Well, I hope you enjoy that. It seems like it's gotten pretty decent reviews, which is nice. Sonic Generations was one of the better Sonic games. That one I might get later. I did enjoy Sonic Generations back in the day, but I could just play. I'd miss the Shadow stuff, but I could just play the original again. No, but I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how the Shadows chapter is later. Okay, so no ripple on bridge. Just writing quick notes to remember what I want to do because I find doing a long play test, like if I don't write notes or recording, sometimes easier to find out errors. Oh, and I will say, watch out, Oscar, for Mario and Luigi Brotherhood leaks if you're going to be getting that later, because that is out in the wild now. So no ripple. Tutorial. Wave 0 car drop down lower. Oh, this Thursday's release of Yakuza Kiwami for Nintendo Switch. That's weird. Sega, like I know they're very different. Like they're very different, like target players between Sonic and Yakuza, but it's weird that Sega would release 2 like that in 1 week. But I guess it's so old, it's going to be like not a ton of fanfare for it, and it'd be more like a long-term one for people who didn't have a chance to play it before. But that being the first Yakuza, would be a good way to get Nintendo players into the series. They did have, I forget if it was Yakuza 2 or 1 on Wii U, but that might have been Japan only. I saw recently that the PlayStation ones, I think I found this before, the PSP ones have an English translation now by fans. That might be something I check out at some point to see what was actually going on, because I played a bunch of those, and I can guess what's going on, but I don't know exactly. Bring. Oh, my computer's thinking about something. It probably dropped the internet for a second. Mesh. Bridge mesh shadow on lava. That might be a little too ambitious. But maybe. Yes, Toshiro Nagoshi. I got his photo one time at TGS, and he did Monkey Ball, and I believe he was in charge of F-Zero GX, or at least his division put it together. So whatever he's working on, you can assume it's another cinematic game, probably like very much in the vein of Yakuza, but maybe trying to step it up or do something different. And I don't know if he was responsible for the RPG angle, or if that came after him, so maybe it'll be more real time again. And hello, Riddy, how you doing? Very nice commission 3D art that you had recently. I thought you did a great job then. Really, like, it started good, and then you stepped it up in like the pose and the lighting one. Okay, you did help with Nintendo with F-Zero for Nintendo GameCube. Yeah, that game's still good and it still holds up. They could just port it, hit that magic port button, or add online, I guess, but I don't know. Save it for Switch 2 and raise the total number of cars to 99 with online play. That would be pretty nuts. Although, of course, you wouldn't have the bridges, like the skyways to. You'd have to add in skyways, otherwise it'd just be impossible. You just have a big clog of traffic. I mean, they could just have 40 players and do it. But yeah, you probably still need the skyways. I think that's part of the key to F-Zero 99. I don't know, I'll take whatever I can get for F-Zero. See all these new games coming out, and I could just be playing more F-Zero 99. Yeah, we're ready. Trying to add mesh bridges. I think I'm saying like Nash bridges. That was a funny series back in the day. How soon does it end? I should probably know, but so basically, like, start of the match, there's these bridges here. Let me hide this. If I can, let me click GameMaker. And 4 days, okay. They don't raise, but start of the match, just the center. Let's say wave 2 or something. The vertical one will open up like that. And so it's like that'll be open. And then made towards the end, these ones open. And then it's all chaos. And it should give a neat sense of progression that I think won't be too hard to implement. Like, I was thinking of adding the bosses, but boss is like a one-time event. It did take me a long time to add the gold car. And if I don't necessarily have to change conveyor belt speed now. Yeah, it should just all help add up. So you think the jump pads should be deactivated when the bridge is active? The jump pads, they could fall in. That's something I'll write a note. I can try it while testing, and we can see which ones are more fun. They help, though, if you're jumping over them, like with the sewer geyser, you can't be harpooned at that time. I'll write a note to test it. So, okay, Oscar, yeah, I don't remember that direct. I guess that was Wii U era, maybe for the Extra games. Lava geysers, those would just, that'd be mean. You could time it. Like, I would just have to change the color. But no, Oscar, I saw him in person at TGS, just in front of Sega's booth. I used to love going to see the EXA show at TGS, but then it's just a video. You don't get to play it. Lava geysers could be easy. I don't know if they're necessary, but they might be fun. Like if you're going across, you would have to see the build up. I'd have to draw an animation for build up, because before you get to see the build up of the manhole kind of shaking, I would need to have bubbles. Probably use Castle Crashers as a reference for what they do in that lava level. And so it's not just catching you off guard, not just surprising the player. No, but I guess later, let me know tomorrow when's a good time to go over your stuff. Hope your game's going well. If you ever have something for me to look at that you want me to, let me know. I guess you've been busy with your commissions too. I haven't noticed as much art lately, but then I haven't been on Twitter as much lately, so. Oh, this overlaps here, so that's good, but I probably want to just push it up so it's clear. It doesn't necessarily have to go the whole way down. I mean, it could leave some gaps. Okay, but no ripple. We want no ripple right now, which kind of sucks because I could have another variable in cars, so I'm not testing for collision detection twice. Go. Okay. Yep. Okay, it's only player. But how? I guess cars just heat up. They don't have the ripple. No, but lava geysers, that would help make the level look more interesting. Like I could copy. Like I could have things like steam. Yeah. Okay. Oh. So we got the Splatoween Splatfest. That would be Wizards versus Knights versus Ninjas. Now that's a repeat though, right? But it's just nice that it's on. I was thinking if I should stream a Halloween game like Crow Country on hard mode. This is always Luigi's Mansion 3, which I have, but I haven't played through it yet. Resident Evil 4 again, I don't know. Night Manor from UFO 50. Lots of spooky games. Oh, I can't do this because this is a player, and then the player OBS saved my mic without the or it didn't save that I turned my mic back on when it crashed. Oh well. Okay. Well, there is lava alpha. This might fade in and out, so it's a smooth transition. I think I'll cheat and I'll probably go like with temp player check for lava collision, something like that. Or no, this is with. I can probably flip what I did. That'd be fine. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's detect lava and heat up. This is kind of where the collision detection is done. So that's variable lava alpha. To draw the ripple. Let's maybe that'll make it too much of a delay. We'll see. Although why was it drawing before if it was 0? We'll take a look. This is different. I think that might have been one of the player color bugs. Because it didn't teleport to the right position. You see how the screen's black? It's probably way over to the left. Okay, S. It is showing up. But why? Okay, this is weird because that might break something, but we'll see if it is an option. Man, that's weird. I'll have to go back to the player select screen bugs after this. Okay. Will it be the lava ripple? No. Will it be there at all? Yeah, it's still there. The glow fades out. That's nice. Can I drive off the waterfall still? Yes. I'll have to put the sprites back in. That's when I was trying to cut down the number of objects. Like the lava itself, I found out there's a filter in GameMaker that'll do it for me. It might be quicker than the shader app. Oh, I have a small tiny gap there where it appears. Yeah, so that's where, oh, goodbye. I think I'm stuck. And there's a slight push downstream still. That we'll have to turn off. It's not too necessary today while prototyping. That still works, I think. Yeah. I didn't see him heat up though. Let's see. Car's just kind of being destroyed immediately. Ideally, it's like, help, help, and stops for a second. Okay. All right, that's no ripple on the bridge. That'd be like, that's extra. 'Cause now we want the waves to, we want the bridge to disappear at a certain wave. So the bridge itself could have those different phases. Vertical bridge, we'll say they disappear after wave 1. Horizontal bridge, that'll be after wave 2. And then if there's time, we'll just see if the bridge can retract. Might get to that, and that'll be another pretty successful stream. I hear Waldorf in my head, except for the lack of new wish lists. I don't know. I don't think people have an inner Waldorf or Statler, those two old Muppets. This is a nice break, though. It's like, I'll probably get one more tiny little bit of progress done on the player saving today. I just try to take that one little problem at a time. I think at one point, because my code outside the bracket, I broke too much while doing it. Hopefully it pays off and makes it a lot easier for players, but I have to fix keyboard and mouse and make sure new controllers work. But it should be great for a new demo update. Just remembering about the bridge Z depth to change that between this pavement layer and the lava layer. So, okay. Fix that little gap. This so it's tempting to leave a little bit of danger on the edge, but maybe that's an edge case not worrying about. What's the halfway point? Now I need to think about how it knows what wave it is I think the text in O menu says it, because I kind of subtract the wave each time. Okay, this... No, that's not helpful. Okay. There we go. That'd be good. Probably I'll check if this instance exists or if it's like some weird inheritance thing, and just delete it. Yeah, I thought this works. What do I do with the hot dog cart again? Uh-oh. Yep. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, that definitely it works. Found it very quick. Now we have to trigger that into different events. Okay, we want it. Want to wave one. They're there. Wave 2. The vertical one is deleted. Wave 3. The horizontal one's deleted. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this once so we're not okay. We only want to do this once. I'll probably trigger this alarm. So I could fade it out, but I want to be moving it eventually. I could also squish it. Okay, so current wave. This is where I need that statement, the switch statement from earlier. Did I delete it? No, I didn't. Excellent. So close to reaching the goal to kind of get this working, the prototype part working on stream. Of course, filling with the waves and stuff later. Okay. Current wave. But there's current wave and there's a phase. Okay. You there. Do nothing. Should have almost named them vertical and horizontal. That would have been easy to remember. We don't want to do this all the time. We'll go alarm. We'll do alarm 1. That'll make more sense. Alarm 1. Okay, we'll just take it 1 second. Default. Do I need I probably need a break after that. That'd be alarm 2, even though they do the same. They do the same thing technically. I can just keep it the same. Avoid future potential code problems, but I can change it up later. I could do alarm 0 and it changes them, because 1, I think it'll be easier to visualize if like it's moving horizontally versus vertically if it kept separate, rather than like dealing with rotation. Okay, that's it. I'm just alarm 0. Here we go. I want to head back in 1 second, or 30 seconds as that compiles. Okay. Let's see if it works. They're already deleted. Oh, I left it there. Great. Great. That was an easily avoidable mistake. Clearly with these streams, nothing has recaptured the magic of the hat stream. It's actually harder. I'm thinking of maybe making the claw beefier. Man, what would happen if you just... those are deactivated, you just kind of go up and it'll go like boom, boom. Or just do a tiny little hop. Whoa! That was sudden. So the jump pads would have to activate there, but oh, that red arrow over the lava, that's kind of a similar to what I saw the other day where a gray car in Park and Panic, his arrow is basically, you can't see it. So I am thinking of adding like a white stroke around it. That'll contrast the black dark shadow, kind of like Sakurai's videos on particle effects, having not just a light or a dark one. Thinking about how I removed a bunch of detail from the graphics in Park and Panic and Carnage Island, so less distracting. I don't feel that this level has the same issue because I did use more colored strokes. That being like the main players all have black ink outlines, while other details don't stand out as much. Oh god. That lava SUV is a little bit horrifying. I could play with the bridge opening up slowly, so maybe like it almost take half a wave, full wave. Doesn't matter too much. So now okay, now there's gonna be the issue of depth. Yeah, okay. Beep. This is done. We're gonna see these two things. Not gonna worry about that right now. Can see these two things, and that'll be it. Then I can have lunch. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do after that. somehow you're a person watching this later and have the choice between horror horror games for UFO 50, like Night Manor and that, Access Unseen, hard mode for Crow Country, or Luigi's Mansion 3, let me know. I'll consider it for Thursday or later in the week. Problem is, like, I usually play games later in the day. I guess Dark Souls itself is horrifying. I could just play more Dark Souls, especially in, what is it, Tomb of the Giants. That's completely pitch black, and you can't see enemies until they're like 5 feet in front of you. But no, I think with streaming, it's important to play games early in the morning. Basically, I guess a lot of kids might be in school then, or people at work. And I usually play games later in the day, so that's why I'm doing this now in the morning when my brain's still like a little bit fresh, and when I've done Thursday streams in the past later in the day, well, give me a chance to exercise later at night. Trying to think if I have anything that would work for this already. We need like a start position. Yeah, start position, end position, and speed. Like, I can keep going. You can just go like, whoa, I can go forever. Or I could be like, okay, I've moved this much, delete under here. It might be neat to see a little bit sticking out to remind you of it, but that would make it more narrow, and I don't want to deal with it. But whoa, I'll write down a note later. Beefy claw graphic. I think the claw would be a bit more threatening if it wasn't like so thin. Kind of like it looks weak. These off this. I don't necessarily have to split them up, but I don't know. Might I feel like if those retract from the center, like this one should too. Whoa, almost looks normal. Yeah, the left side is a little bit bigger than the right side. I didn't think I wanted it to be symmetrical. I wanted some variation in it. Please, just let me... What depth are you? How many different layers did I add over this? Okay, you're that, which I should have opened up. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I saved it at least. Okay, wire bridge. Whoa, don't want to debug that. Can see it. Okay, I put it in multiples of 100 at least. That helps. So depth, this is always, the higher it is, the further away it is, the lower the number, I believe, is closest. Let's see. Is that right? Yeah, okay, negative 1,000 faster or closer, 1,000 further. Yeah, I was right. Only took 5 years, and I remembered it. So be closer. Or turn on the corners again, otherwise I'll probably have that little gap in there. We really want these to be equal size. I could create one, have it scale in 2, create a mirror object so like one's controlling the other always. I think for prototype purposes, we'll just try this for now and technically that top one could manage all of them, but not sure. Trying to think back to where I added the new type of state machine in a create event. Because I want to copy that as an example and do it again. The claw is a bit different. Claw all has functions. There's a bit better way to do it. If not, I'll have to look at the Sarah Spalding video for reference again. Anyone with a function, that's kind of the older way of doing it. That I don't think I ever... That's kind of like how you do it. But not correct. I don't know. I think that'll work for copying for reference, though. Okay, let's state equals, we want state out, retracting, and once that's done, deletion, basically. Hopefully that's right from before. My state equals state out. Then we'll do stuff. Then we'll go state retracting. State done. Do nothing. So I could change the state right away here, but we'll have a little bit of a gap between the wave, because when the wave text appears, that's already the player's focus been that. Give a little break to reveal that the bridges are going to be retracting. So I probably have to do the variables above it, otherwise I might complain. Regions, my states. So I had a smoothie. I can keep going. Do you find that having more than just cereal in the morning does help at times? To not fade completely. Okay, I wanted the original position. We're only going to have to worry about one axis, but I'll add them both in because it's going to change other the phase 2 ones. Pretty easy to do, like a speed of 5. Might be nice to have acceleration. Like I think it'll be slow in the end, slower than this, but sure, I'll do one. And I'll be like, is it working? I'm not sure. Okay. This is... oh, man. That's... one of these is flipped, one is not. I guess the in control one is the flip. Yeah, I probably could rotate them or something, but... Oh, if I If I calculate its width, once it's moved like 10 pixels past that, it can delete itself. That's something like image. I guess it's going to be different for height too, but I think it's that. I might have to show that after. Okay. So like distance traveled equals 0. I think I can figure that out at any time. Absolute distance is greater than my width plus 10. That's when we want to go to the next state. Done. Probably I'll move that up just to make things simpler. There's an easier way to do this, to just like multiply by a direction or something, but I forget right now. Okay, this is if the phase is 1. Yeah, oh, get out of there. This could cause problems, I'm sure. But I think when it rotates, it gathers the same width. I'll see. Okay, I just have to do that for this one and the other one. It's not in control, it's just on top. That's going to be confusing later. Because the y values become negative going up, plus positive going down. Let's take a look. I do want to see the hot explosion again later. Haven't finished that in the last Devstream. Okay, if I open up another... Oh, I can't go backward. It was kind of... I'm pressing it multiple times and not changing. That's a bit troubling. The color bumpers. It's working now, but it wasn't at first. State done. It wasn't state out. Where did I... Oh, yeah. I should have read that, because now it's like, what? What is this? Oh, I have to put this at the very end. Because otherwise it's not set yet, so it has no idea what's happening. I hope that's it. Otherwise I'll have to look it up a bit more. Okay. Goodbye. I can't call him Carl, because I think the red truck's already Carl. And I can see the Z depth is off, because it's showing above. So maybe I did. Yeah, I put it closer to the screen. I wonder if I can change that with GameMaker Live right now. So far this car is surviving. That's nice. The waves will be different without jumping. I don't know if I want to think about that. Okay. Oh, wire bridge. It does have that, so we'll go 5. Yeah, no, I don't think that updated, because that's on the create event. We'll go back to the screen. It's not like on the step event every frame. Hey, there's that color saved. Some of my work is paying off. It's still showing up over these edges, so whoop, I'll look into that. Maybe the edges are a different depth. But either way, it should be under them, so it should be under all of that. Could be that, like, maybe those are centered at the bottom and these are centered. No, it's not based off the Y value. Anyway. I could add a screen shake once again when they are opening. I'm pretty sure they're not moving. I'm gonna make sure this actually happens. It could be doing this multiple times. We only want to check if it's here. So that's probably it. It's probably setting the alarm. Like if I go to the next wave, maybe it'll open. I've been thinking of adding kind of like a circle or like a sonar pulse under cars if they're parked, instead of just the arrow going for them, because they kind of blend in. Nope, nothing. That but I want to get to wave 4 and I'll see. Oh, are those doing something? Yeah, I want to change the speed to 5. And also, technically, I shouldn't be moving at every frame. It should be time-based. Yeah, it's not doing stuff. Okay, I think I wanted to do that, but the problem is it keeps resetting that, so I'll try to keep it simple and I'll probably figure it out easily after. Oh, well, there's. Oh, right. GameMaker Live turned off when, for those updates on the fly, when I had my computer restart. This would be more like if the bridge sunk into the lava effect. Oh, you're not moving. Did I break something? Come on, Bridges. I do have the debug messages now. I can see if anything happened, but that's... I'm not... Yeah. I can cheat and put that here. Open up GameMaker Live. Is it possible the state has to be in the step event? Here was it, some of the objectives that I used it. Okay. Well, at least I realized that kind of early. Well, let's see quickly if that works, because I don't want to have to go through the different waves. Yep. That's fast, though. I can't... It took so long to get going that I can't see if they deleted themselves. I don't know why I closed. I could have just restarted the GameMaker Live. I'll try that. I won't add the alarm step just in just yet, in case that does break it. But quick note. Yes. Oh yeah, it was that, and screen shake while bridge moves. Although the bridge itself could shake. Bridge shake. That could be less distracting. Okay, that has to be wave 2, although it is nice that it happens right away. Yeah, let's... Oh, I didn't have to do that. I could have just... I could have... I could have done... Is this going to make it go with nothing there and nothing on 1? Something I don't do too often. So the hut from before. Had a screen shake. I think that might be really annoying if it screen shakes the whole time. how can I do bridge shake? I guess if I had a set X position, and then I just added some random jitter to it, but ideally top and down. I'll just do this and I'll set them back after. It's probably terrible. Okay, let's figure out that Z depth. Then it'll look decent if I record a small clip from it. And a game we'll play in it. Okay. Is this one the same or different for its depth? Okay, and then that just leaves the concrete. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's further, but the lava is above it. So the lava above it. Let's check what the lava is. That's what the problem was, not the concrete necessarily. Okay. Yeah, this is 5. So I'll do like. If it's above it, I don't know, we'll do 4.5. The bridges are shaking all the time. I didn't make it so when they're only retracting. Okay. I would need like a sound. Add in a sound there, but that sound is like scraping over concrete. I don't want that to be too annoying. Okay, did that stop it? Yay! All right. Yeah, small gap here I'd have to fix. Let's just add some time. I just feel like when I mouse out of Carpoon, and if it's not, if I don't click back, it does slow down. A little bit off center, but no, let's keep watching. Yeah, they don't delete yet. Or it does delete, but it went around the edge slightly. I could see it there. I could create a mask, or could have the bottom covered a bit. That was much quicker. That could be slower. Whoa, those ones aren't deleting. They were going down screen. Oh man. So that might be that, and this, that's probably the problem here. I'll leave the speed the same. Because otherwise it might take a while to test it. I don't know what depth. I couldn't see. This must be a really far back depth. Yeah. Like, I could animate the sprite, so it's not animating, but deleting that corner. That might be the easiest way to do it rather than a mask. Okay, we'll duplicate this. Now here we're gonna just, I don't know. So it's more than halfway. We want it to go to frame 2. We'll keep it in phase 1 because I don't think the other one's needed. Like, I don't think we need it on the vertical ones. There, I hope that note is detailed enough. Let's see, probably just the sound after this. Particles might be nice, but considering I have to do the bridge art itself, make sure it works, that's getting a little far ahead of myself. I would prefer if it was more of a rounded effect in the middle, but see, oh, there's still a tiny gap there. Yeah, that's quick. That I should set to a timer. I think if newer players end up on this level too, that'll give them more of a chance to catch their bearings. Whoa! Yeah, I always wanted to do something like Bird and Bean, having, you know, like it has a carnival at night that it transforms into as you're doing well. But I didn't really take the time, I guess, to figure out how I would do a night mode in Park and Panic. I thought of things like, what if there was so much lava, or, I don't know, like the ship drove through Volcarnage Island. But I guess I always had other things to do, like fix the camera for 3 months. Yeah, getting rid of the gold car kind of ends that wave. All the hot cars only spawn because the gold car exists. Okay, let's see what they look like a little slower. And sound might be hard to make. That's pretty good goal to Oh, that one has potential to repeat. I can barely hear it, but it does. Yeah, we'll just try it. Bridge. This is, of course, Chiptone, which you can get on itch.io, made by SFB Games. I'll go back to the hut and steal how I played the sound there, because that way I use the game system sound, or the set sound volume for the game. Oh, I guess I just set an overall global volume. Why did I do all that? Then I play the exact same sound. That might break it later. Not sure how useful that is, because I get a music bug that kind of plays twice at times. But so we'll say if it's not playing, I think that's the way you do it. Maybe it doesn't allow that flag. No, the exact example has that. So fall off distance. That's something to look into more in the future. I feel like the priority can be lower. Okay. Not sure if that worked, but we'll see. Like, it could be better. We have the sound to check. We have to see if it changes that image index, and we have to make sure the vertical ones delete themselves. That dropped it. Okay, that's still a little fast. It could be slower even. But you can definitely notice a shake now. It kind of disappeared at the end. It might be adding 10 the wrong way. I could check that by adding, I don't know, 100. That feels like a pretty good speed for those. Hey, and he lived on the edge. Great. Oh, I didn't check. Didn't check the bottom corner. So that's an absolute number. I don't know, we'll do 100 and we'll see. Kind of finished all this except the art in a pretty good time. I think the art could be done fairly quick, but it's not do I want to do that, or test it first to see if it's worth keeping before doing the art. Wow, that took me a while to die. Okay, you... No! No, it's because I didn't turn off that conveyor belt. Okay. That'll be a tricky one. It's almost like its width will have to change. Okay, yeah, you stay down there and then I can see it. Oh, I don't move with the platform. That is a little tougher because that is like the conveyor belt. Oh, I didn't see it at the bottom though. I'll check these ones and I'll check one more time. That is a tougher feature I didn't think about. The conveyor belt like sets up a whole bunch of points and moves the player. The player could check if the platform is moving and kind of get the same speed variable from it. But let's see if these ones, it'll be slow if they delete or not. And yeah, I should have been doing the show debug message stuff. So those cars took care of themselves. Okay, I'm not seeing it. And it looks like on the left side, it just deletes itself. I'll drive over to where it is. Like it probably just deletes itself before it shows up there. Okay. Let's just check that one corner that I wasn't paying too much attention to. And then I don't know if I don't know if I want to make them move on the belts or on the bridge when the bridge is moving. No, come back, orange truck. Yeah, you stay there. How did you park out there? Oh, well. Okay, looking at that bottom left corner. Looks okay to me. it has to be along the lines of if it's touching the lava and touching the bridge and the bridge is retracting. I guess I could test the bridge first. Because it can't just be the bridge. The bridge moves under the ground here. I don't know. I'll take a quick look if I make the truck move in like 5 minutes. So yay. I don't even actually notice that. We did bridge shake. Yeah, we did that. I couldn't hear that. I'll have to check it later. Retracting bridge moves players. Okay. It might be easier to check for the bridge itself. It's super hidden. I think the conveyor belts create an object that moves. That moves the players. It's kind of... That's why, like, they stop, but they keep moving them. Like, they stop... The graphics stop for the conveyor belt, but... Okay, belt speed X, okay. That might be all I need to do. Yeah, I'll try it. It's a thing though where maybe it has to turn off if it's not doing it. And in that situation, then it might turn off all the belt movement everywhere else. And I don't technically have to put it in the player because it's only on these bridge levels. Okay. Probably I could put it here. That might... Yeah, I'll just keep in the function. Wire bridge. I kind of also do it here. Let me... Okay, if detected dot my state equals. How's it gonna know? I don't think it can. No, I'm gonna just. I'll just make a variable. True. There we go. Make sure it's false at the beginning. Or it would be easier to test if it's moving all the time. Okay. Since the speed is kind of set there differently, I have to do this. It's only a one-time thing, otherwise I'd have a better solution. Let's just make it let's make it true and see what happens. Yeah, that's not testing as well if it's overlap at the same time. Let's see if it moves it at all and doesn't mess with the conveyor belt too much. Because one thing with that is I have to set it back to 0. I feel like it's affecting the cars. They can't get over. It's going to be hard to harpoon them. Yeah. That's pretty quick. Did I set a variable where they don't retract anymore? Something must happen there with the player. Or I did a single equal statement, not a 2. This I might have to figure out later. It could be a harder problem than everything I've done so far today. Not much time there at the beginning. Boop. That might have been the waterfall pushing me. Where did this one go? Did it drive off the map? Yes. I'm impressed. Wow. Okay, let's check the top area. It'd be quick to have a jump only over the center, like a diagonal one. Then you get the same feeling quicker. Okay, yeah, no, it's not moving him. Yeah, retracting is true. I guess is this function. This function was from the player. This is like the ultimate hack, and later I'll be like, why is it moving? Something here will be broken and moving it. I forget why the belt speed doesn't do this. Probably I wanted it all in one place. Oh wait, I already, yeah, no, that's, okay, this is phase 2 vertical. Let's take a look, and if that, If that doesn't work, I'll still probably end it. So to have lunch and think about it. Okay, let's see. I hope that it didn't break the bridge again, because that was the problem earlier. Okay, I'll get the wave ones. See if the truck moves. I should fix those googly eyes at one point. They're kind of hanging low on the claw. Oh, it's moving. Yes, but now it's going to be moving here, right? Yeah. But hey, I think I can probably add the lava. Maybe the conveyor belts didn't do it that way because they always had to figure out the angle at different points. Or I didn't think of an easy solution at the time. Let's make sure the vertical ones move. You can see that gap there. That's, oh, come on. No. Yeah, it's moving great. Okay. We now want to say if the bridge is there, but because we don't want to deal with clipping, make sure it's also over the lava. That way the bridge won't move the truck when it lands. And that I think that has to work because the lava can't be going under the land. Otherwise, I'd be having the trucks explode while driving around the concrete. I think just that bridge gap I'll fix. Might be able to turn on the lava waterfall again. Oh yeah, there's still the matter of the conveyor belt for the lava waterfall moving down cars, but that is a small issue. That's a good note to myself. The waterfall top spawns pizzas. Let's see if I can turn it back on. Probably, well, something will be broken, but we'll see. That's I kind of set out a goal to do one thing instead of just like aimlessly tinkering on the many little things that have to be done, and seems to work out well in these development streams. But so far, I had a pretty good idea in advance, or could think about it, what I would do. Like if I did the 3D effect where the lava filled in, I would not be done today. I probably have to use the Kirby golf game for reference. Okay. Oh, I used the same variable. As down below, so then that triggered it to heat up, which we don't want on the bridge. Am I over lava, but on the bridge? There, that's a good variable name. That's one that doesn't need much explaining later. And this, that I don't think GameMaker Live will fix that while saving, so I'll add it in. So no lava geysers yet. Those also couldn't appear if the bridge was over them. I'd have to do some sort of setting like the phase, or well, they'd probably come from the lava itself. Maybe the bridge could leave something for them to spawn, but the bridge is deleting itself. It'd all have to be kind of triggered in one place. Okay. Yeah, it's like that day I tried the parallax for this. Yeah, not heating up. Great. Moving down though. But, oh! The 3D-ness of the cars and their height is something I never really got. Like it's like Doom where you have infinite vertical height you're dealing with even when jumping for most things. I think I could probably fake it with physics and have it so you move to different areas, but then that gets complicated for bugs. Kind of like have it in reality, they're in different planes of existence. But no, oh, let me. Okay, that's working. Probably there, have to see how it is being pushed two ways at once later. Oh, SUV driving under the pole. For some reason, the heavier cars also fall quicker. I forget why. But it does make them seem heavier. I was thinking on jumps if the cars would spin. But that's pretty great progress for a morning to get those bridges in. This has been another development stream of Carpoon. You can wishlist it on Steam or check out an early access version on itch.io. I'll be working on fixing up another thing to get a new demo on Steam soon, because the old demo still has the old camera and stuff, and I don't actually find it playable. But let's just see these one more time, and that'll be it. I'm getting an Amazon package, for instance, so that's kind of perfect timing. Come on. The pressure of picking up a package from Amazon. Okay, yeah, and I'll be posting this in Carpoon Discord. If you ever want to join one of our playtests, there's a link in the description. Or if you're working on a game, want to show off progress or ask a question, feel free to join. But have a great Tuesday. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.